What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
Yeah, we're shaking, guys. How you living out there?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you know, Coast Contra, man.
Getting back to them, and they're taking the world by storm here, man.
It's been great.
I'm happy for them, man.
It's been great to see them kind of, because, you know, they had the Never Freestyle, which we did. Check that video out. We did a reaction to that. You guys were like blowing us up when that happened. And that was more of a viral, I felt like that was a viral moment. You know what I'm saying, for them. And it took the world. I've seen them everywhere. I've seen them on World Star. I've seen them, you know, in various platforms, TikTok. It just kind of took the internet by storm, man. So it was good to see that they are really taking advantage of that, I feel like, because they dropped an album, because we told y'all, we were like, yo, can we get to the music? And apparently they dropped an album, Apartment 505, right after, I think, that they had that viral moment. So that is what you call striking while the iron is hot. We did want to get into a song, but you guys blew us up so crazy when we started looking on Def to Radio. Follow us on Def to Radio, DEAF. #2 Radio, that's our new Instagram. When we started looking at all the requests, this just overwhelmed me. There's a couple songs off of Apartment 505, but this Give Up the Goods was my shit.
Yeah.
Just so y'all know, if you don't know, The Infamous is one of my favorite albums ever. That's in my top 5 most listened to albums of all time. There you go. Any genre, just so y'all know. So this is very familiar with the beat that they're using in this. This one in Speechless is behind it, but this one kind of beat Speechless. Maybe it's because it's more recent, but this one definitely beat out Speechless, which we were kind of contemplating on doing. So let's see, man. Let's see what they do with this joint. Coast Contra, Give Up the Goods Freestyle.
First things first, man, you're messing with the worst. I be putting hymns in your head till you go to church. Find your savior, cause ain't nobody safe here. Kids getting shot up at schools and even daycares. They passing gun laws like blunts, estamos fumando. To ease the pain, no puedo olvidarlo. Forgave the unforgivable, I had to keep my heart pure. I've been going in, never needed value.
Smoke, you got some competition, D-Smoke. You got some competition, D-Smoke. You can dip into that bag, too. You can dip into that, you know, that Spanish bag, too. It's good to hear. I'm just saying. It just separates you a little bit from the pack, you know, to be able to be bilingual with your shit. So let's pull it back a little bit, but I like that.
First things first, man, you're messing with the worst. I be putting hymns in your head till you go to church. Find your savior, cause ain't nobody safe here. Kids getting shot up at schools and even daycares. They passing gun laws like blunts, estamos fumando. To ease the pain, no puedo olvidarlo. Forgave the unforgivable, I had to keep my heart pure. I've been going in, never needed validation from outsiders. I'm him in my process. It's much more than you could digest. This is beyond the flesh. After death, why tip the scales in my favor? Cause my heart heavy as a feather. We could fly forever if the sky don't fall. Niggas know my name, rain from the slums to the stars. Picked by the Lord to make it out the devil's jaws. Spitting hell when I'm on the mic until them trumpets call. It's your favorite vagabond dropping bombs on your lawn. Shit's nasty, you're #2 next to what I do. Pinning flows like voodoo, so be a darling, sit still. Who knew? I go from showering with buckets to sitting courtside watching Braun put up buckets. From Warren G to Warren Buffett, you gotta love it. I see a lot of kings with their crown in their back pocket, so stop it. Hold your head high like you got a bloody nose, cousin. It's the coast coming.
Yeah, he was heating up towards the end a little bit. Warren G went from Warren G to Warren Buffett. Seen a lot of kings with their crown in their back pocket. Don't do that.
Yep.
Hold your head high, man. Wear that crown out. You know, maybe doubting themselves. You know.
Exactly.
You know, I like that at the end. Yeah, he did his thing.
He did, man. I really like that crown line, you know, because a lot of people probably don't realize their true potential is the way I'm taking that, you know. And you're great, but you need to take that leap of faith, so to speak.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
I love that.
I'm gonna let him slide for that. You know, what did he say? You know, saying you #2 next to what I do. You #2 next to. I'm gonna let you slide with that line, homeboy. Seems like they all seem to carry a spiritual, sort of state of mind with how they deliver their material, man. So that's something that I've been keeping a close eye on. So let's keep it going, though, man. Solid, and just this beat is just, I just love this beat.
Vagabond dropping bombs on your lawn. Shit's nasty, you're #2 next to what I do. Pinning flows like voodoo, so be a darling, sit still. Who knew? I go from showering with buckets to sitting courtside watching Braun put up buckets. From Warren G to Warren Buffett, you gotta love it. I see a lot of kings with their crown in their back pocket, so stop it. Hold your head high like you got a bloody nose, cousin. It's the coast coming. I've been battling a nocturnal mind, awake yet not awoken, sleeping at times. I dream about the sunshine's embrace when I'm clouded. Thoughts shrouded, doubting in my faith that once moved mountains now won't seem to make a pebble shake. Let alone lift more stones, I've thrown many. My house is glass, half full, half empty. I'm the full inside, the half not, trying to fill a hole. I don't suppose you'll go half with me. Being young and inefficient is how I would diagnose my condition.
Love how he is breaking himself down. And I think I just love the honesty in where he's currently at. Because like I said, there's a spiritual thing going on with this group of guys, man. They seem to be on their own spiritual journeys. And I love the fact that what did he say? I'm throwing stones and I live in a glass house, right? My glass is half full, half empty. I'm the fool inside, you know? Have not trying to fill a hole, you know what I'm saying? So I love the honesty in his reflection on where he's currently at on this spiritual journey. Awakened, not awoken, right? He said awake, yet not awoken. Sleeping at times. I dream of sunshine's embrace. Beautiful lyricism, beautiful writing there, right? When you think of awoke, when people use the term woke, that means that they're conscious of what's going on and they've sort of reached a certain level of enlightenment. And I think he's just admitting that I'm not quite there. I struggle. I'm struggling with navigating through this spiritual journey, man. Is how I'm taking it, man. But I love the way he came in on this.
I do too.
Yes, sir. Let's keep it going.
That once moved mountains now won't seem to make a pebble shake. Let alone lift more stones, I've thrown many. My house is glass, half full, half empty. I'm the full inside, the half not, trying to fill a hole. I don't suppose you'll go half with me. Being young and inefficient is how I would diagnose my condition. But I'm back with God's navigation on my expedition. Elated and written observations I make in the distance. Had a conversation with some wise niggas. Listen, you can't rest yourself to success, loved one. You gotta gain dominion over your flesh, loved one. It's a painful journey to be your best, loved one. But you do it for the ones you love. My suspicion, if we each believe in ourselves, we can share the same religion. Praise to God in the man, the woman, and the children. Hopefully see it eye to eye from the all-seeing's vision. To that end, I'll complete the mission. One love from one coast.
That was a solid verse.
He did get busy.
247 on due course, more leverage through God's will.
But, you know, we can touch a little bit, man. You know, because
yeah.
he's got us sitting with some of the stuff he's saying. I'm sitting with it. I'm like, yeah, he went in. He actually went in. Shout out to Taj. And when we discovered that that both the twins are Razzkaz's children. They're his.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That Razzkaz is their father. So I was like, oh yeah, well. There we go.
There we go.
We know Razzkaz is extremely barred up. You know what I'm saying? A legendary lyricist.
Doubting my faith that once moved mountains, but now I can't even seem to make a pebble shake. I'm so distraught with my faith.
You've been shaking.
You know
Maybe
what I'm
your
saying?
confidence has been hit, right? He said, I'm throwing stones and I live in a glass house. You know what that saying means, right? You know, when you have a fragile foundation and you're throwing stones, someone can throw something back at you and break everything. Right? So he's been broken down. And he said being young and inefficient is how I would diagnose my condition. There it is right there. Being young and inefficient is how I would diagnose my condition. I'm young, I'm naive, right? So I'm probably choosing the wrong paths, making bad decisions, which is inefficient and taking me off my purpose. And I think that all these beautifully written lines, I think, feed into how he diagnosed himself, you know?
I'm back with God's navigation on my expedition, right? Because he followed that up with that, right? So his faith is back now, right? He's on the right track here on his expedition that we call life, right?
Ford expedition as well, right? You know what I'm saying? Is his
Navigation in.
You know what I'm saying? So slick.
And he said, it's a painful journey to be your best, loved one. That is so true right there. Being the best version of yourself. It's hard, man.
Yeah.
It's hard and most of the time, it doesn't have to do with money. If you had a chance to rob a bank or do something illegal and get away with it, no one would ever know about it, would you do it?
Absolutely. I mean, no. I'm joking. It's a true test of character.
Yeah, it is. It is, because no one would ever know about it. Would you do it? And only you could answer that, you know? So I think that's kind of what this is in the realm of.
Yep. Look at the internet, man. Look how these dudes act on the internet. And they know they can't get caught and they can't be found out. So, you see how people's character is on the internet.
Preach.
There are core principles that they seem to employ that I think anyone can understand and see is pretty much how every human being should be operating.
Yes.
Which is what I love. And I think that's what people seem to love about these guys. It's probably that's why people have taken to them, because there's a righteousness to how they talk and what they're talking about.
Yep.
And there's obviously an old school component as well. So it's a throwback, but you can see these are young dudes, new school, and they seem to have the head on straight.
Yep.
All right, man, let's keep it going, man. Great verse by Taj, though.
In the man, the woman, and the children, hopefully see it eye to eye from the all-seeing's vision. To that end, I'll complete the mission. One love from one coast. 247 on due course, more leverage through God's will. I'm more driven, my core vetted. See a vibe, look through my eyes, then you'll recognize the.
Go ahead, Carvel.
He said, what did he say? 247 on due course, more leverage through God's will. I'm more driven. My core vetted was crazy. Yeah. Obviously, it's a car scheme, right? Through God's will, his core of who he is.
Yep.
Is vetted. He's vetted the core of who he is through God's will, man.
Correct.
247 on due course for more leverage, right? I'm on a course to put myself in a position to leverage my talents or whatever the case may be for success. You know what I mean? But through God's will, man. So there's this faith component that they seem to stay within. But that was all. Let's start that back up. That was crazy.
Praise the God in the man, the woman, and the children. Hopefully see it eye to eye from the all-seeing's vision. To that end, I'll complete the mission. One love from one coast. 247 on due course, more leverage through God's will. I'm more driven, my core vetted. See a vibe, look through my eyes, then you'll recognize the real, recognize the spiritual aesthetic ones. Still a nigga, my vice is triggered by a bitch or something. Hit a lick till pussy lips speak a different tongue. When desire succumb, my empire will come. Prior to them, discipline make priority one. Yeah. Shit, touchdown on earth in 9-6. 2022, the times move quick. Reminisce on where the years went and how my time spent. Even try audit the reaper, nigga laughed at my expense. No offense, said you wouldn't change shit. Still equate to 9 cents, same shit. Pissy toilet potty, train your mind, kid. Milking up game, shit'll spoil if you let it sit. Word is bond, have a talk with God, make a covenant. Waking up 5:45 a.m. alarm hit the mattress, give praises, most high conscious affirmation. I'm the light, I'm the way to navigate.
He's slick as hell though.
Yeah, he is.
I think I liked my man last time when we were doing another freestyle. I think it was twin number 2. Now I don't know if they switched seats.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't know the names, but let me make sure we get them right. Both of them. When everybody's getting busy, man. But what's his name? Raz? Oh yeah, Raz Cass. You know what I'm saying? Taj and Raz, or I don't know if it's Raz. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that them lines, man, slick.
Reminisce on where the years went. He's all and how my time is spent. He's all. I even tried to audit the Reaper. Nigga laughed at my expense.
That was crazy.
So when you think of audit, who do you think of? IRS, right? You know, and looking at your expenses, and you hope and pray that shit lines up. He's auditing his time. He went to the Grim Reaper and said, "Hey, you know what? Let me see if I can finagle that to get a little bit more time because I really, didn't use it wisely or whatever the case may be." And the Reaper laughs because come on,
time waits for no one, especially when the Reaper's
time's up.
He laughed at that, like, bro.
Get the fuck out.
I'm telling you can't get that back.
But that writing was hard.
Super fucking hard. This line when he said, "Hit a lick to pussy lip, speak a different tongue. When desires succumb, my empire will come." That fucking line right there was crazy. So this like a cunnilingus scheme.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hit a lick when pussy lip, speak a different tongue. My desires when desires succumb, my empire will come. He's putting all his desires that the desiring of the flesh is a distraction to him, right? And he wants his goal to be focused on his purpose. And when those desires succumb, his empire will grow, and then the pussy will come too.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But instead of me coming, my empire will come. They getting busy.
22, the times move quick. Reminisce on where the years went and how my time spent. Even try audit the Reaper, nigga laughed at my expense. No offense, said you wouldn't change shit. Still equate to 9 cents, same shit. Pissy toilet potty, train your mind, kid. Milking up game, shit'll spoil if you let it sit. Word is bond, have a talk with God, make a covenant. Waking up 5:45 a.m. alarm hit the mattress, give praises, most high conscious affirmation. I'm the light, I'm the way to navigation. I'm a daily demonstration that my higher self exists. Like, what's up, what's Sam? I don't cook up. Hook up, gram, lead a crack, rock, fist on, bam, bam, on mic stand. I shed light bright, no night left, just bright ideas that Edison was step. Whole camp got strong bass, we blowing out the amp, strong faith like mustard seed. The mountains might flinch. Mama never raised, no coward nor simp. Nowadays, my road paved with fears never been. Coast Contra.
I used to wanna be a gangster until my homie got popped. I used to wanna be a drug dealer until I seen they always getting caught. I used to wanna be a pimp too. Ooh, but then I felt love. When I heard I could be anybody, I start running from who I was.
Like damn, I don't know who I am. Not too many role models in my fam. Uncle Sam came, took my green eggs and ham. On my knees praying to God like, amen. I don't want to have to go put a gun in hand and do
Like, amen. Hey, what you gonna do for me? But amen. But amen. Shit getting crazy out here, please.
When I heard I could be anybody, I started running from who I was. I started running from my true potential.
Yeah, man. I think it scared him, right? I started running from who I was. When he realized he can be anything, it was a scary thought. Like, I don't even know who I am now. I thought I was just this snotty-nosed hood kid, and I thought you know what I'm saying? But I don't know who I am, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And he said, like, damn, I don't know who I am. Not too many role models in my fam, so where do I go from here? I like how he switched it up on us, man. Let's pull it back, man. He came in super cool with the shit.
I used to want to be a gangster until my homie got popped. I used to want to be a drug dealer until I seen they always getting caught. I used to want to be a pimp too, ooh, but then I felt love. When I heard I could be anybody, I start running from who I was.
Like, damn, I don't know who I am. Not too many role models in my fam. Uncle Sam came, took my green eggs and ham. On my knees praying to God like, amen. I don't want to have to go put a gun in hand and do the running man for robbing for finance. Go blam, blam, another young man dead. Don't understand how we allow this to happen. Another boy killed over beef, we like lamb. Slaughtered by police and people with my skin. In Philadelphia, everyone Jersey is Cunningham. At 12, you understand 21 is your lifespan. See, bygones can't be bygones, they just go bygones. I try to teach them how to excel. They think through micro, they only see as far as they windows. I think they eyes closed, they rather go by Jordans. I wanted to be like Michael, you see.
Yeah. It ain't no coincidence that we both at the same time. Yeah, we both felt that. Yep.
Yeah, you can see that steam started picking up.
Yeah, then he delivered.
Yeah.
Yep.
What did he say about the bygones can't be bygones? They just go by guns. Bygones.
They rather keep the beef going, man. It ain't no bygones be bygones. Bygones, you know.
And then before that, he said in Philadelphia, everyone's jersey is Cunningham. Randall, right?
Randall Cunningham.
Cunningham, he's on because at
used
12.
to play for Philadelphia Eagles.
Right. At 12, you understand 21 is your lifespan.
Hard.
Right? 12. Didn't he wear the number
12?
Right?
Randall Cunningham played for the Philadelphia Eagles and he wore the number 12. Yep.
And then, but 21, you flip that number around, is your lifespan, right? You know? And that's sad, right? Because you can't let bygones be bygones. That's when they went into the bygones, right? Because that's your lifespan, right? It's like shit happens, and instead of squashing it, you know, and trying to live to see another day and forgive, shit gets real. I try to teach them how to excel, right? Excel in life, but Excel is also a software. They think micro, small, but Microsoft. They only see as far as their windows, right? Windows is a software, but Windows, you only see out of your own window, your own world, your own, you're limited, right? They rather go buy Jordans. I wanted to be like Michael.
Hard.
They rather go spend their money and get Jordans and like floss and all that shit. I wanted to be great. I wanted to be great like Michael.
I had bigger aspirations.
That was hard,
Super
man.
dope, man. He's going in.
At 12, you understand 21 is your lifespan. See, bygones can't be bygones, they just go bygones. I try to teach them how to excel. They think through micro, they only see as far as they windows. I think they eyes closed, they rather go by Jordans. I wanted to be like Michael, you see.
I used to want to be a ball player, but I really never had a shot. I used to want to work in law enforcement, but I only knew dirty cops. I didn't want to be a rapper, shit, I just did it just because. As soon as I had put the pen down, that's when I found out who I was.
Okay. I am the lyrical messiah, the one that can breathe fire, the rapper that will inspire for rappers to go retire, exposing you true lies. The goats they shall admire, the squire that studied kings and built his empire, the one who stumped giants. My purpose was always higher, to thrive and transpire, the one who will unite us to stand up rich or pie. Cause nigga, this is rap. Real hip-hop, yes, history will relapse. A brother, not your brother, for brother ain't got your back. God really put us together, that's a fact. They gon' try to break us apart, but we too attached. Look how he glued close together, get rid of these silly yaks. Coast.
He said, I used to want to be a ball player, but I found out I never really had a shot.
Yep.
I couldn't hoop as I didn't have a shot, but I also just didn't have a shot in life. You know what I'm saying?
It was a long shot.
It was a very, very long shot to even make that happen, right? So that was super dope, which is true, which is because, that's one of the things they say, man. You know, kids in the hood, man, they all they see is the entertainment with being a rapper and being a ball player, but the odds of that actually coming to fruition is very, very difficult to achieve, you know? So I love that he touched on that.
I like how he did that in this because it's a freestyle, but it almost had a song structure, the way he approached it.
Yes.
So I
That's a
thought
good
that was kind
observation.
of cool. I didn't want to become a rapper. He's like, shit, I just did it just because. But as soon as I put the pen down, then I found out who I was. When he stopped rapping, he was like, man, that is my calling.
It's like with relationships. Sometimes, you know, they say, what do you say? You let the bird go, and if they come back, it was meant to be. And I think he stepped away from it and realized his purpose. Like, oh, this is what I'm meant to be doing. Real hip hop, yes, history will relapse, right? We will get back to the golden area. We will relapse back into a time where there was passion and authenticity in the game, and that seemed to reign supreme as far as what's visual. You know what I'm saying? What's visible to what most people see when they see rap.
Yep.
You know, because it's always been there. You know what I mean? Rhyming and being nice. And there's been guys, since hip hop is taking a turn, and we won't say when, there's always been great rapping. It's just a question of when you think of rap, what's visible. When you thought of rap in the 90s, you thought of people who were great at the art of rapping. That's just what it was. That's who was really running the game and doing shit, you know? And then you had the bullshit too, but it just wasn't, you know, those weren't the focal guys as much. What I liked about Eric's verse is that it's the full gamut, man. It really shows a full understanding of what it takes to be a complete rapper. The different flows that he got into, right? Ryan said it was almost like a song structure, being able to dip into different flows and captivate your attention. Sort of like a somber awakening that he had. He was just sort of sad when he realized, like, man, all this time maybe I've wasted, or this realization that my mind was completely scrambled, right? I used to want to be a goddamn drug dealer till I realized they all got caught. What was I thinking? I used to want to be a pimp too until I actually felt love. What the hell was I thinking, right? So there was this sort of melancholy approach that he took to it, and it just drew you to him.
That's true.
And then he switched it up. He got hype. Then it drew you, and then it kept your attention, right? He slowed it back down, right? So now you're seeing a pattern in how he's delivering it. He feels like a star. So, man, everybody got crazy on this, man.
They did.
I still am emphatic about wanting to hear a song, though. I like to hear a song, but every time we say we want to hear a song, the freestyles seem to dominate.
Yeah.
Because I want to see the next level of it. I want to see them get to next, because we all are pretty much here for the music. I mean, this is part of the culture as well, and we love it. But the next stage is like, can you make a song and become an artist that sort of captures the minds and the hearts of your fan bases and can make a living off of this and sustain a career.
Yeah.
So that's why songs are really important. Let's see. All right, let's get to the music. So we can keep doing freestyles if that's what you want, if that's what dominates. But I like to maybe get something get something off the Apartment 505 album. You know, shout out to all these dudes, man. You know, I think they delivered just like they did the first time, man. That's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. That's Ryan. Lost to Vegas. We out.